everybody, welcome back to Real Good Pilates. I'm Michelle, and today I have for you a full body mat Pilates workout using a TheraBand as our prop. So you can use whatever resistance level you would like. The longer your band is, the better. So if yours is around 6 feet, that tends to work the best. All right, so let's get started. So coming down to our mat, you're gonna hold your tail kind of like a U shape, holding on either side with your hands. Come up to your knees and step a foot to the center of the U shape of your band. So for me, I'm gonna do my right foot to the middle, okay? Now step that foot back so I'm back on my two knees. Okay, now pinching the band between your thumb and your pointer fingers, you're going to place your palms down on the mat. So that pins the tails securely to the floor. So we're nice and grounded, okay? And then the more flat and wide the band is on your foot, the less chance it's going to roll up and move around, all right? So once we're here, spread your fingers out, get your spine to a long line, and then take some cat and cow stretches. So breathe out and flex head and tail, and then inhale, stretch up the opposite way. Yes, and just flow through this. You can take it as slow or as fast as you would like. Okay. Now, the band isn't doing a whole lot right now, but we do have that kind of tactile feedback of it pulling on the foot. So you can give a little bit of intention of kind of kicking that foot back into the band to connect to the back of the leg a little bit. Okay, let's do this one more time. Very good. Now lengthen your spine out to neutral. So I've got my right foot in the band. So I'm going to take my opposite hand, which for me is my left hand. I'm going to take the band off the floor and make this hand into a fist. Okay, I'm going to set my fist down onto the ground, and then I'm going to do some overhead arm raises, front to back. So I lift to shoulder height and then tap the knuckles down. Yes, and I'm not really putting weight on it. I'm just kind of touching and lifting. Good. Now this is a lot harder than it looks, being in this 3-point kneeling position and then having the resistance on the arm. There's lots of potential for us to lose our alignment. So really ground into the floor. Let's do 2 more. Good. Now open up your hand back to flat. Press it onto the tail. And now we're going to go with some leg presses. So the leg that has the band, you're going to hover your knee off of the floor and kick it up to spine and hip height, and then hover it back to bend. Kick and then in. Good. Push and in. Now having the resistance, there's some potential for the back to lose stability. So really feel the abs drawing up into the spine from below, almost like a corset to kind of support that abdominal wall. 2 more. Good. Now last one, set your knee down, and now we'll do arm and leg together. So opposite arm, opposite leg, the arm we already practiced with. So here we go. Tap the knuckles of the left hand, hover the right knee off of the floor. Now as you exhale, take this slow. You're going to punch in opposition as you kick the leg back and then come in to reset. Very good. Kick and reach and then in. So good. So we actually have that band to physically pull against to feel that up and down press of the arm and the leg. So good. Couple more times. Back and forth. Let's do 2 more. Good. We can do it. Now pause with the arm and the leg straight, and you're just going to tap the toes and the knuckles down and up. Lower and lift. Good. Keep the back strong. Move the hip and the shoulder. Last 2. Last 1. And then bend the knee. Come in. Whoo, and then sit back. Very good. Okay, let's do that on the other side. So come up, reset with the band in front of you. Get it back open again. Okay, step your new foot. For me, that's left to the middle of the band. Pinch your thumb and forefinger. Step the foot back, and then place the hands on the mat. Okay, now you can always scoot the hands higher up on the band to get more resistance, or closer to the tails for less. You could also do this without the band at all if it gets too intense, all right? So let's do a couple cat and cow stretches just for the sake of being even and to kind of bring us back to our breath. Good. Feel how the shoulder blades mobilize in and out to help the spine move. Very good. Okay, now lengthen to neutral, head and tail reaching away. Make a fist with your new arm. For me, it's the right. And then we're going to raise it up and down. Yes, now this is not an easy position. If you're feeling a little restricted in the shoulders, try taking your hand a little bit wider. That might give you some more room. Okay, think of leading up with the thumb side of the hand. Very good. Keep the shoulders and the hips nice and even. 2 more. Last one. Okay, open the hand, press back into it, and now we'll go into our leg reaches. So hover the banded foot, square off the hips, and then start kicking and then returning. So you have to kick the heel up so that when the knee is straight, the leg is in a perfect long line with the spine. Good. Parallel. Kicking it right in line with the hip socket. Very good. There's lots of moving parts and lots of things going on with the band. Yes. Exhale out. Let's do 2 more. All right, last one. Okay, place the knee down. Now, let's put the 2 together. So make your fist, opposite arm as leg, hover the knee, and then we take our time until we feel secure. Reach north and south, arm and leg, and then return. Reach. Now, if you don't need to set the knuckles down, you can drop the arm as close down as you would like. You can kind of drag it more under the shoulder. Kick, and then pull. Good. 3. 2 more, and then we'll add the tap and the lifts. Last one, pause with the straight arm and leg, and we lower and lift. Lower and lift. Kick that shin into the floor. 3, 2, 1, and then return to your all fours. Whew. Very good. Okay, take the band off of your foot, and we're going to lay on our backs to get in a little bit of abdominal work with some hip stability and mobility, which is going to feel really nice. Okay, so we're going to take one foot. I'm going to do my right foot into the band. Okay, right in the middle. Now crisscross the tails so that your foot is in there nice and securely, and then lay down on your back. Okay, so take your left leg or your free leg long on the mat. Okay, have kind of like a medium, easy tension on the band. You don't want too much or too little, somewhere right in between to give our hip a little bit of support. So once you've got a good grip, bend your elbows and place them down on the mat next to you. Okay, so you're going to push your long leg into the ground. You can soften one or both of your knees if you need to make this comfortable. Okay, so you're going to ground your pelvis into the mat. Push the back of your thigh into the floor, and then you're just going to start drawing. You can go in whatever direction you'd like, the biggest circle you can with your foot without your body moving around. So that's the hardest part, yes, is to get that mobility through the hip while maintaining stability in the rest of the body. Okay, but if we're able to achieve that, we'll get tons of work for the obliques, for the back of the leg pushing into the mat, and then our hip that's moving really gets to do the work, which is what we want. Okay, let's do this one more time. See if your circle can get a little bit bigger each time. Now pause at the top and go the other way. Breathe in, let your leg fall to one side. Exhale, circle it around. Good, and you can let your leg turn in as it goes across your body, turn out as it goes off to the side, and that'll increase the size of our circle. Very good. So this should feel good and feel kind of stretchy on the hip while feeling strong and controlled everywhere else. Very good. Okay, now pause with the leg straight up to the ceiling. Now we're going to try this one more time, but with the arms reaching either up to the ceiling or back behind us. This is much more challenging because the arms have potential to move. Okay, so let's see how we do. When in doubt, you can always bring the elbows down if you need to. So arms up or a little bit back. Breathe in and start your circle. I'm going to go across my midline first, then out to the side and up. Whew, and you'll feel right away how much more challenging this is. So A, we don't have the arms down to help us stay strong anymore. And then there's all these different variables of the pull that can happen on the band. Yes, you want to lock your shoulders into place. 2 more. Whew, feel the back of the bottom leg and the abdominals. Now just reverse and go the other way. And you may need to make your circle smaller and or slower with this new variation. Good. Whatever you have to do to accomplish the goal of the exercise, which is to mobilize the hip and stabilize everywhere else. Last 2. Very good. Last one. Whew. Okay, now reach the leg directly up to the ceiling. I'm going to flip my grip. So instead of thumbs up, I'm going to turn my hand over and pinch onto the band with my thumb and my pointer finger. Okay, so it's almost like a hundreds position of the hand, which is convenient. That's because that's exactly what we're going to do next. So clamp onto the band. The higher up you grip, the harder it'll be on the arms. So keeping the band crossed, you want to pull the hands down till they're about around your hip joint. Okay, reach the leg as vertical as you can, and now you're going to start taking some pumps of the hands, inhaling for 5 counts, going into hundreds, exhaling for 5 counts. Good. If this is uncomfortable, you can bend one or both knees. Okay, listen to your body. Now, this is kind of an unconventional position to do hundreds in. It requires a ton of deep hip flexion and a lot of stability to keep the leg vertical. All right, now let's exhale and flex the spine, lifting the head for 5 counts and then returning it to the mat for 5 counts. Good. Lift 2, 3, 4, 5, down 2, 3, 4, 5. You can also hold with a fisted grip and pull down with the pinky side of your hands if that feels better. Okay, 2 more. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down, 2, 3, 4. Last time, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now hold at the top, curl higher and push the hands lower, and then lay yourself down. Whew. That is a lot of ab and hip flexors. Good. Okay, let's try that all on the other side. So put your new foot in the center of the band, crisscross your tails, and then you pick if you want to do flat foot or long leg. Okay, so kind of taking it back to the basic level of our leg circle, elbows on the mat. When you breathe in, let your leg fall across your body, and then exhale, circle it around and up. Good. So this is requiring a lot of hip mobility in all directions, right? Internal and external rotation, as well as flexion and extension through all these movements. Good. If you're having a hard time keeping a neutral spine, bending the knees a little bit will help. Good. Now let's reverse and go the other way. Really find that nice smooth movement quality. And it really feels nice. The flex band is giving us a lot of support. It's almost kind of taking on a lot of the role of our hip flexor. So for now, we can ease up some of the hip flexor work. Good. Now pause with the leg up. Pick where you'd like to challenge yourself with the arms, either straight up or behind you, and then start your circles again. Ooh, good. Inhale to start the circle. Exhale to finish. Good. Try to keep those arms still in space. That takes a ton of body awareness to be able to move the leg, but not the arm. And a ton of control. Good. Heavy ribs into the mat. Now let's reverse and go the other way, around, and then through and down. Yes, and you adjust the circle as much as you need to be successful here. Good. Stay connected through the abdominals. Last two. And last one. Woo, very good. Okay, let's go into our tricky set of hundreds. Flip your grip so the palm is facing down or in if you want to do fists. Open the shoulders, bring the hands close to the mat, and then start pumping here. Yes, you want to feel like your bottom heel is driving towards the wall in front of you, and your top heel is trying to reach up and touch the ceiling. Good. Now, if and when you're ready, nod the chin, curl your upper back into a flexion for 5 counts, and then release and lower for 5 counts. Good. So now we've got more of us off the floor. Lots more moving parts to control. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Keep the arms nice and tight and crisp. Good. Let's do this 2 more times. That's so much work for the hip. Good. Last time here. Now roll up and stay. Hold your body up. Flex a little more. Push the hands harder. And then lay your body down. Whew. Awesome job. And with that, we are all done. Thank you so much for joining me for today's workout. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye. You did it. Way to go on completing today's workout. I hope you feel amazing. If you want to see even more from Real Good Pilates, click the link down below or right up here to head to my website and claim your 7-day free trial for the Real Good Pilates on-demand subscription platform, where you'll find even more fun and challenging ways to work out with me that are all completely ad-free. Plus, tons of subscription exclusive workouts that you won't find anywhere else. So I hope you'll try it out, and I can't wait for you to join me for even more Real Good Pilates. I'll see you over there. Bye.